Hey, so, Colin, is that your first name?
Yes.
Hey, so, do you know Anna?
Last name is Wilson? Oh, yes, I do.
So,
there's really no easy way to say this, sir. So, apparently last night she passed away.
This was the moment everything changed. Colin Strickland was not just being told that someone he knew had died. He was being told that the woman he had spent time with only hours earlier was gone, and police were already treating the situation as something deeply suspicious. At first, this looked like the beginning of a tragic investigation with very few answers. A young woman, Mariah Wilson, had been found inside a friend's home in Austin, Texas. She was in town for a cycling event, staying temporarily, and by all appearances, she had no obvious reason to be targeted. But the problem was this: Mariah's final hours were not random. She had been with Colin earlier that same day. Colin had a complicated romantic history with her, and Colin also had a current girlfriend, Caitlin Armstrong, whose name would soon become impossible for investigators to ignore. What police did not know yet was that this case was not going to move in a straight line. It would begin with a 911 call, shift toward a possible robbery, then explode into a story of jealousy, surveillance footage, a mysterious black Jeep, a missing bike, and a suspect who would eventually flee the country. At this point, everyone was still asking one question: who would want Mariah Wilson dead? And the answer was much closer than anyone expected.
Austin 911, what's your emergency?
My friend is staying with me, and I just walked in, and she's laying on the bathroom floor, and there's blood everywhere.
Austin, please!
Do I stop?
What?
I don't know what happened. I just walked in on her.
When cops first arrived,
Did you kill Mel?
911 call.
What's the address of the emergency?
It's 1708 Maple Avenue.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
My friend is staying with me, and I just walked in, and she's laying on the bathroom floor, and there's blood everywhere, and I don't know what happened.
Is she awake?
She's not awake. There's blood all over her face and
Caitlin.
all on the back of her head.
Is she breathing?
No, she's not
Okay.
breathing.
I've got the paramedics on the way to help you. Stay on the line, Caitlin.
That caller was
Austin, please!
Do I stop?
What?
I don't know what happened. I just walked in on her.
Sit up. Okay. One second. Let her get up.
Yeah, together here.
Okay, I'll let you go so you can talk to them, okay?
Yeah, I had shot. Nobody heard any shots? We don't know how long she's been down? No. And that's it. Pretty close to it. Yeah, oh, we got CSF in there.
The first
After
officers on
assessing-
scene were walking into a nightmare. They had a victim on the floor, a terrified friend trying to explain what she had found, and almost no clear information about who had done this or why. In the first moments of any murder investigation, officers are not just trying to help the victim. They are also trying to protect the crime scene, identify witnesses, and lock down every detail before the story starts changing. The caller, Caitlin Cash, became the first major source of information. She lived at the home, and Mariah had been staying with her. Cash told officers that Mariah had gone out earlier with Colin Strickland, a professional cyclist and someone from Mariah's personal life. That one detail immediately mattered, because in homicide cases, the last known person to see the victim alive is always important. But police still had another possible angle. Mariah had an expensive racing bike with her. In the cycling world, a bike like that can be worth thousands of dollars, and if it was missing from the house, robbery seemed like a possible motive. Maybe someone followed her. Maybe someone knew the bike was valuable. Maybe the killer came for the bike, and the situation turned violent. At that stage, investigators had to keep every theory open, but very soon, the bike theory would start to fall apart. And when it did, police would realize they were not dealing with a random thief. They were dealing with someone who may have staged the scene to mislead them.
Do you know if he's talking to anyone or any friends? I know you say you don't live here.
Yeah, I knew she was with her friend Colin.
Colin? Colin's last name?
Colin Strickland.
Colin Strickland?
Strickland, yeah. Yeah. They went swimming.
Okay.
Did you see a gun or anything like that when you were in?
A bullet piece.
Colin? You said Colin
Strickland.
Strickland? Okay.
Yeah.
And you know where Colin Strickland is or anything?
No, but I have his phone number. I can call him.
Or I can give you his phone number. That information from you. You said, so she went swimming with Colin Strickland?
Went swimming. I left to go have dinner with my friends, and then I came back.
Yes.
At the house.
When was the last time you
Mr.
was
House. When I left here at 5:30.
Are you guys friends? You and him are friends or?
I mean, like acquaintances. Well, no, what car he drives is a cyclist.
A cyclist? Does
Yeah.
he live in this area?
He lives in South Austin.
Does she have like a license or wallet up there at all? You know?
I mean, she should.
She-
Yeah.
She said she's from San Francisco,
Well, she's from Vermont, but she's living in San Francisco.
so she came to visit you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just here for a bike race this weekend.
Okay. Did her and Collins have an argument at all? Do you know?
I don't have any idea.
You don't know-
The
you know-
only thing I know is she said I'm meeting him to go swimming.
Okay. All right. And what time was that?
5.
5 p.m. today.
Yeah. I mean, I can see
What-
it in my text messages. I just
When was the last time you saw her? Was that when you saw her? Or you had eyes on her?
for dinner at 5:30.
So you left dinner at 5:30. What time did you come back?
Right 2 minutes before I
The
called
murderer.
Oh yeah. So
So that's her bike
Cover.
cover, yeah.
So where did the bike go?
Ollie there.
Did she leave the bike in the garage or did she leave the bike at?
So if you right through this first unit right here, this is her and these are her landlords. So this is
this bike cover is the.
big, yeah.
So where would her bike be at?
Where would she keep her bike?
I mean, it would be right inside the door. Yeah.
Is her bike's inside the door? Is there a bike? Anywhere? You see a bike? She said she would put it right by the door. No bike. That's negative, Joe.
you said
With
there. Where?
One right there.
Okay.
Those bullet shells will help cops identify the gun used. Now they just had to find that gun and the shooter, who officers initially believed could have been Cash. It is for this reason that officers bring Cash back to the police station in order to conduct a crucial test to confirm whether she's innocent or not.
So, let me tell you this up front. By no means of the world do I think that you did any of this. Okay. But so what they're gonna do, we're just gonna have them swab your hands for gunshot residue. If we don't do this to you, then in court they can say, oh, what about this other person? Why didn't you do this part of the investigation?
Home. This is the same.
Hey, so Colin.
Yes.
Hey, so do you know Anna? Mo.
They know Mo.
Yeah, everybody calls her Mo. Last name is Wilson. Writer, she's a
yes.
gravel rider.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so there's really no easy way to say this, sir. So apparently last night she passed away.
How did
Yeah. She right now it's an open investigation, but it is being investigated as a homicide.
Him. Right now, the cop.
Okay. What? Do you happen to have her mom's address by any chance? I know that she lives in Vermont. I have an address for her brother, but we're just trying to send someone to her mom's address instead of us actually calling her over the phone. Didn't know. I don't know.
script on it.
We went to Deep Eddy yesterday afternoon, and then we drove her, and I dropped her at the apartment she's been staying at. Yeah. Right after about 6:30.
The cop intended
left around like 6:30 to.
I don't think that's accurate anymore because we must have left Wolberger at about 7:45 or even later, probably maybe more like 8.
Yeah.
Just as it was getting dark.
Okay.
Because we went straight to her place and it wasn't dark yet, but it was.
I got you.
It was cooling off and it was like awesome evening. I remember that.
Okay. Well, what about whenever y'all were at the bar? Was there anybody that was like watching y'all, or I just was acting weird with Mo, or
Mo didn't know she doesn't live here, so no, not at all.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Anybody that did like try to hit on her at the bar or anything, or
no?
Okay.
No, not that I saw. Nor that she mentioned. I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary.
The cops are looking for more than.
Whenever I was over there earlier, I saw there was the other car, because you said that you drive a motorcycle and then you drove the Mercedes.
Drove Mercedes
up here. I guess the other one
is hers. My girlfriend Caitlin.
Okay, so that belongs to her. Okay. Yeah. All right. So you got back around like 7:30.
I don't know exactly when that was. I think I texted Caitlin as I was leaving, just saying, "Hey, are you still out getting food?" Yeah, more like 8:30 is when I dropped her off at her house.
Okay.
Like just before dark. So I texted Caitlin as I was after I left.
Okay. And that was whenever you.
It says 8:36. I think she was in her yoga class. She showed up. Time close.
So you're getting back home. She's not home. What time was it that she got home?
Short right after I texted her, probably 9:20 or so. That's 9:21.
Okay. Like where had she been? Like that whole.
She had actually a laser hair removal appointment. She said at 7 p.m. downtown. And then after that, I'm not exactly sure. She had texted me asking if I wanted to meet up, and I didn't reply. And then I didn't see her or hear from her until I was back at home.
And did she say anything like whenever she got home of like where she'd been?
No, but she was in her like a yoga outfit, carrying a yoga mat.
All right, so I'm Detective Connor, and so my partner is actually talking to Colin right now. So I wanted to come in here and start chatting with you and everything, so you don't have to wait super long. So it sounds like you may have some information, may have witnessed something, so I just wanted to chat with you about some stuff. But you're here for a warrant right now, I guess. Are you familiar with what you have going on with that?
No idea.
Okay, so I guess it was like a theft of service warrant, something kind of minor. Nothing. Okay. So that's why you're here. You got a theft of service warrant. That's why you got picked up today and everything. So I was just letting you know on that part.
Observe how the detective.
What it was that was the theft of service?
I can look. I'm not sure what it is at this point, but I can look that up later and get you a little bit more information on that for sure. But because you are here and because you were under arrest for that portion of it, we always have to read Miranda and stuff because I want to talk to you about some other stuff that's unrelated to that.
The officer has and you don't know what it's about, do I need an attorney here?
So the warrant is just a Class B, just theft of service type thing. The reason I'm here is because your name came up during a conversation with Colin. I think there's a lot more information that you have that can kind of explain some of the stuff he's saying. But to be able to do that, I have to read you your rights, just so that you know and you're protected and things like that, okay?
Okay, and so if you're reading me my rights, then I should
That's because of the warrant, because you're under arrest for the warrant. So you're technically in custody because of that warrant. So they're two separate things. Does that make sense?
I think so, but I have never heard.
Even though they have Caitlin exactly where they want her, one tiny mistake.
So that's what they were just knocking on the door is apparently that warrant, the date of birth was wrong. So it had your name, but the date of birth is wrong. So it's to a different person. So that's not, you're not under arrest, okay?
Okay.
I know, it's a little crazy.
Although the
But
cop
I
tries
would
to
really like to talk to you and clear some stuff up because Colin did bring your name up, and I think there's a lot more information that you have that can kind of clear some stuff up. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. I feel like I should have an attorney present.
So that's totally your choice. So at this point, you are free to leave at any point. So this is going to be consensual at this point because you would love to
He just
leave.
arrested me in front of my house, in front of all of my neighbors, and carried me in here in handcuffs in front of downtown Austin. It was incredibly
I can only
humiliating.
imagine. Yeah, and I'm so sorry. I don't have control over that part. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not upset with you.
So there's a situation that's going on. Did you hear about what's happened over the past 24 hours?
Colin walked in the house and said one of the women in the cycling community passed away.
Yes. Yeah. While Colin was talking to us, your name came up. And so that's where I would really like to talk to you because it sounds like there were some issues between you and this girl. And I think that there's probably a lot more to it that you could help explain.
Okay, I'm not sure exactly what you mean or what information you'd like.
So it sounds like maybe he went out with this girl the other day, and maybe it sounds like from what he's saying that you were a little upset about it. And so that's why I kind of wanted to get your side of it because that's not fair if he's just saying one thing and trying to go down a route, and I want to make sure that's not the case.
That is not accurate.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to chat with you because it's a guy. He's gonna say stuff, and so we want to make sure that we get both sides of the story and everything and clear it up. So, what were you doing yesterday?
I would like to leave. I think.
You'd like to leave?
Yeah.
Okay. But understand if you do, then we only have one side of the story to go on.
Mm-hmm.
And from what we're hearing from Colin, it's one side and
Well, I just am uncertain as to even what you mean or what he could have said because I didn't have any idea
Exactly,
that he saw or went out with this girl.
Okay, yeah.
Recently.
Has he been talking to her
I would
on
like
the
to
side?
leave. I don't actually know, and I would like to leave.
Okay.
At this point,
And your vehicle was seen next to her house, and we needed to talk about that, okay? Because when he's saying this stuff and then your vehicle is seen, I want to be able to explain, okay, there's a logical explanation for this. Maybe you were upset and you were just in the area or something. I don't know because I don't have your story. When I can't explain that and all I see is that your vehicle's over there, that kind of makes it look not too good, right? Okay. And then when we're talking to Colin and we're hearing yeah, there was some jealousy stuff going on, that doesn't sound very good. And so that's why I really want to get your side of the story because maybe there's a lot more going on.
I would like to leave if I'm free to leave.
Okay.
Harder, unfortunately,
How was Caitlin during that time? I guess my understanding she wasn't too happy whenever she saw Mo.
Caitlin after Mo was in Austin for a week, and Mo and I had broken up with Caitlin before Mo came to town,
mm-hmm.
and then I actually did not know that she was coming to Austin in October. I had no idea. We hadn't discussed that, and I don't think so because it felt like a surprise. And then she was here, and I just said, "Oh, let's hang out." So I was mentally ready to kind of move on. And I know after Mo left town after a week, Caitlin's things were still at my house. We were sleeping in separate rooms, and effectively, Caitlin was on Bumble. I know she had made several dates with people. I don't know. I never asked what extent they were evolving a relationship, but I know that she had several men that she was dating of sorts, and I was fine with it. I mean, that was kind of the understanding, of course. Mm-hmm. So, it just seems very weird to me that there would be any dwelling on
me just trying to figure out just kind of how she is, her personality and stuff. I mean, if you were to ask me about hey, how was your wife? Well, yeah, I'm going to tell you, yeah, she's always happy. But does she get mad? Yes, everybody gets mad. That's natural. I'm not going to blow that out of proportion. Do I think that my wife could go and kill somebody? No. There's no way in the world. Do I think my wife would hit somebody? No. Now, if you ask me that about my 6-year-old son, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he wouldn't punch somebody.
Do I think Caitlin would hit somebody? No, I honestly don't, because it would be too. I don't know. Do I think Caitlin could kill somebody? No, I don't.
If Caitlin had been planning to murder Mariah, Colin was about to make it clear he suspected nothing all along.
I said, I think y'all need to stop talking to each other. You need to separate yourselves from each other while the fact finding is going on. That's something that would be helpful.
Of course.
And so I don't think there's been very much. There's definitely not been any being together.
Since she left and I left Friday midday, eventually to get a new SIM card for my phone, which I assumed was okay.
Yeah.
Had the same number.
You're allowed to have a
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And then saw Claire. Since then, I haven't spoken with Caitlin or seen her. And so the two detectives came by my house yesterday, looked at that, asking if she was there, if I had seen where she was. And my father had contacted her yesterday morning. He had gotten in touch with her. I gave him the number that Caitlin had given our mutual attorney.
Has she ever mentioned in the past of wanting to hurt Mo?
No, she's never mentioned wanting to physically hurt.
Okay. Do you think that she is capable?
If I thought she was physically capable of hurting another human, I would have extricated myself immediately from that situation. Not so much for my own personal safety, but my concern for another human.
So what's that answer?
The answer is no.
Okay.
I don't believe in any way she's capable of that.
Okay. The gun range that she visited with her sister, do you know where that gun range is?
I think it was South I-35. I told them to go to the Reds, which is now something else, which is the one I drove past on my way to school for 12 years at the Waldorf school. But they went to another one because a mutual friend had been there.
You bought the guns, right?
I bought the guns, yes.
When was that?
I think early December.
Okay.
There's a receipt with them. I'm sure you could look at the receipt.